Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Mundo here. So today it was Michael Cohen's turn to testify in Donald Trump's hush money trial. He was Trump's former lawyer and fixer. So let's go back a little bit, okay? So Donald Trump is on trial right now in New York on 34 counts of falsifying business records. This is for allegedly paying Michael Cohen to pay a porn star named Stormy Daniels for her to keep silent about an affair that she and Trump had back in 2006, because he didn't want that damaging his presidential election in 2016. So let's get into the testimony here. So Michael Cohen, as I said, was Trump's former lawyer, fixer guy, right? So back in early October 2016, if you guys recall the Access Hollywood video that got Trump in hot water, it got Billy Bush in even hotter water somehow. But anyways, that's the video where Trump was bragging about grabbing pussy and so forth. And people thought it was going to damage his campaign, including Trump himself. So he, according to Cohen's testimony in court today, and by the way, there are no TV cameras or any cameras at all allowed in court, so we have to follow along with reporters who are there at the trial. In this case, I followed along with the New York Times and with the Washington Post. Anyways, they say that Cohen said that Donald Trump was worried about his affair with Stormy Daniels damaging his campaign. Daniels was on the stand last week. She described the sexual encounter with Trump in 2006. It got pretty graphic. It got a little interesting, describing Trump wearing a silk or satin robe and lying on a bed, and that his penis was unprotected. All right, I didn't need to throw that in there, but I wanted to, just for funsies. She described all that, said that all happened. Trump, by the way, has denied all the charges in this case, and he denies ever having an affair with Stormy Daniels. However, Cohen was testifying today that he actually paid Daniels for her silence and that he was reimbursed by Trump. So this is really probably the biggest witness that the prosecution has, because he's the guy saying that he was paid by Trump to cover up this affair, and that's the center of these allegations. The state of New York is saying that these expenses that were meant to cover up, or sorry, to pay Stormy Daniels to cover up something to help him in the election, well, that he lied about it on business records. Instead of claiming them, I guess, as hush money payments, he claimed them as legal expenses, as routine legal expenses. Cohen was described by other witnesses who testified before he did that he was basically a jerk and a quote-unquote maniac. But he didn't appear that way on the stand today, at least according to media reports. Again, the New York Times, Washington Post, so forth. He was calm, but the prosecution did kind of hint at him possibly having an axe to grind. Right? He said that he was angry because Trump allegedly cut his pay sometime around that time as well. So he was angry and said as much in court today. Now, the reason that they could be saying that, or that the prosecution is kind of going there, is that they're trying to get ahead of the defense, right? The defense likely is going to go in there and make him look like someone with an axe to grind and someone who is trying to take revenge on Trump for various reasons. Michael Cohen was very loyal to Trump in the past. Now he's on the warpath. It looks like doing what he can to take Trump down. So he really did flip sides there. Cohen himself did do prison time for campaign finance violations involving payments made to Stormy Daniels and to a Playboy model, Karen McDougal, who also allegedly had an affair with Trump that was covered up. And he also went to prison for other financial crimes not related to this case, including tax evasion. He did get out of prison in 2020, so I think he only did around 2 years. I believe he pleaded guilty in 2018. So yeah, so this is, again, the big witness for the prosecution. He didn't finish up on Monday, but he will, I suppose, finish up direct examination on Tuesday. Direct examination is when you're being questioned by the person who's putting the case on. In this case, is still the prosecution's case, so he's being questioned by the prosecutors at this moment, and then he'll be questioned by the defense attorneys. And well, again, they're going to try to paint him in a negative light, more than likely, and paint him as someone who had an axe to grind with Donald Trump. We'll see how that goes. I will definitely have an update for you guys then. So that's about it for now. The big news is that Cohen did testify. he did say that he did pay Stormy Daniels the $130,000, and that he was reimbursed by Trump later on. So actually, the payments actually came, or the payment, I should say, really came. Well, payments, because there's 34 accounts, one for each check that Donald Trump allegedly signed. So Cohen paid Daniels, Trump paid Cohen. That's how that goes. So yeah, that's about it for today, guys. I will update you as this trial goes along. But until then, I will see you next time. Later.